Welcome, you guys. Am I okay? I'm set up. I'm ready to go. I'm just taking a moment here to really invite in those who feel called to stay for this message. I just heard prophetic word because there's been a lot swirling around when it came to sitting here and being present with this reading. And um spirit is showing, and I feel like this is a metaphor for probably where you're at too, where it's like you don't know what's next, but it's like as you get the intuitive hit to take the step forward and do the thing, the next step is revealed, and it's sort of this understanding. Okay, now they're connecting the pieces. It's like as soon as you start, as soon as the ball starts rolling, it's like, oh, this is like okay, and it feels good. That is like the key thing. So if you're feeling that, um, and another thing that this is a very clear indicator, and this is where spirit wanted me to start, which is if your dreams lately have not, like, you're not remembering them, which I'm going to say is not normal for you. Like, you are somebody who, like, vividly dreams, and it's like you're in a whole different world. And then you wake up and you're like, I know I was in a really rich dream, but you don't remember it. Spirit literally had me write down the reason you've dreamt a lot and remembered your dream is because you haven't been fully living your life. What do I mean by that? I mean that, ooh, and I just got hit with a lot of energy as I said that. Your spirit has been like living in other realities because this reality wasn't ready for you yet to fully come online. And now that's what's happening. Okay, cool. So, welcome if you are new here. I'm Izzy. I go by 8th House Mercury here. On my other account, I go by Astremia, where I do evolutionary astrology. I just uploaded that Cancer New Moon video to that account over, it's on YouTube, just for context. And it's deep. I even was listening to it again because I kind of got into a channeled state during it and talking about like what is really coming with the energy. And I was like, whoa, she's really cool. Sometimes that happens. I'll like look at my content and I'm like, what? Who is she? That's so interesting. Okay. So definitely check that out. And I'm going to be gathering with my inner circle on that the day before the new moon. The new moon peaks really early in the morning on the 14th, but we're going to be sitting on the 13th. So if you feel that desire to be held deeper by me through the lunations and in just like a deeper part of your unfolding process, I would love the honor to. There's a few more spots left in the inner circle. So we're just waiting for those final people to join us. Okay, so this sort of unfolding, there is an emphasis that is so real and so present in your reality around literally presence, of like being radically present to what is happening right now. It's like you're trying, and this may be the last reading that you watch for a little bit of time because, like, I am sure that some of the readings you've like been listening to or like have popped up on your page have been like, I know this. I already know this. You might have that feeling with me here now of like, oh, I like that is already what has been intuitively coming through for me. So confirmation. Um, there's this sort of feeling of this is where the magic happens, is right here, right now, in this moment now for you. This I heard like this has been the missing piece. You've been living like milliseconds too far in the future or a little bit too far in the past. Like there's been this teetering, and I find you finding equilibrium for yourself, centered in yourself. And it's from that deeper, and it like really is, oh, and I just got this like warmth in my heart. It's like I'm seeing heart chakra, like solar plexus activation, and like I'm seeing the colors kind of intertwine. And now, yeah, now it's all the chakras. Like they're all lighting up in this way. And it just really comes down to this deeper self trust. And for most of you, and I just got a little wave of anxiety because, like, as soon as you like try to imagine the future, you know there's steps that need to be taken, but you also are trusting so deeply that when those steps are needed to be taken, you will take those steps. And it is like this, I'm seeing like an infinite loop of like a trust fall of you like leaning back. And it's like there's nothing to catch you because you're not actually falling. You're just operating with the universe. Mm. What do you guys drink in the morning? I'm slowly weaning myself off of caffeine. So that's been going well. All right. Let's open up this energy deeper, Spirit, just inviting in. Even though they've already been rolled, I haven't opened my eyes. I don't know what they are. Just inviting in like how we can continue this path of integrity. Wow. Holy, I love you guys. Y'all are some real ass people. We have the North Node in Capricorn in the ninth house. And this is so like just on par with the sort of Cancerian energy that we're in. I've been like a broken record on my newsletter, which by the way, if you're not subscribed, huh? It's free. I send you updates about the astrological configurations every Monday. So check it out. Capricorn is like our anchor point right now. Like this true, like what is like holding true to like what is actually in front of you, what is actually being built, like the actual foundations of bricks being laid, right? The actions you're taking. And so there is this separation from, oh, I heard the emotional noise around you because the opposite of this North Node, like you have been, you are such a sponge. You, oh, I'm just really seeing you like sit in like the South Node in Cancer in the third house is like literally you're absorbing everything that is being said and everything that is not being said. Like you feel people's like undercurrents of like what is happening underneath the words and you know their feelings and what is wrapped up in neatly written packages, though there's like this, I'm seeing like a bow tied to a knife where it's like people are just stabbing it like other people in the back and you're like just watching the intensity of like how words can hurt and how your thoughts create your reality. And there's with the third house, this brings to like the people that you're in communication with, like usually the third house represents like neighbors, siblings, those people that are in your like inner realm of communication. And there's something about like, oh, I heard hive mind where you've just been in this sort of, and now they're showing me like a flock of birds. So there really is this massive separation from the whole of like the emotional currents. And this is very linked to this Cancer new moon. And sometimes the astrology and the channeling just move together. Now, the energy that it like for that integral, right? How do we stay in integrity as we're being asked to stay present? What is that rod? What is that anchor? And the North Node in Capricorn in the ninth house is saying your beliefs, right? What do you believe in? And you may be noticing that that has been changing as a result of you staying true to yourself. Yeah. There's a lot of dismantling that I feel is happening as well in this process because some of the beliefs that I heard like superficial beliefs, right? Where for example, my grandmother doesn't like rich people. But there's irony in that because she has really abundant friends who actually have provided for her in very beautiful ways. And so it's kind of like these weird superficial things that you're like, I believe in this thing, but you haven't like gone deep into it. That's what's being invited in here is like what's at the like what is at the core of your beliefs. All right, my AC has kicked on. It is time to chill out. That's funny. So I heard what is true now. like what is true in this moment. That is where you're being asked to operate from to remain in integrity. Like, for example, especially with a lot of the emotional substance that is coming up with a lot of the Cancer energy that is present while I'm filming this, there is this like, what is true? Like, they're like bringing in again this like, yeah, hive mind energy where like I see you like taking massive space from like people, places, things that just aren't in alignment with you anymore. And you're in that in between of like, what is in alignment? And for you, it's me. I am in alignment with me, and I'm looking for, and I'm seeing like there's a lot of people, especially like when you look at like the people that watch the videos, the people that are commenting, when you say hi down below, when you join the Discord community, when you join the inner circle, if you feel called, you're going to be like, oh my God, these are the people that are also doing the same thing, that are all like tunneling inwards into this deeper sense of integral energy. And I'm becoming the person I've always been. Again, like wrapping back into that dream indication that came in, where it's like, you're I'm this image just keeps coming to mind in some of my readings, where it's like Sailor Moon in her transformation, like she's no longer Usagi, she's transforming into Sailor Moon. And there's this like, you've always been this person. It's just a matter of recognizing that it hasn't been safe to actually be embodied in that. And you are, ooh, and I just got that anxiety again. Like you are embodying that energy, and when you bring that energy to the South Node in Cancer, third house places, meaning like the environments that I heard, Spirit just said that you have had to inhabit. So I'm seeing like school, I'm seeing workplaces, I'm seeing like some family circles, circles, like these old places that you've just ultimately outgrown because you are being asked to step into you. You in this moment, because Spirit's like, you're going to continue to change and transform. This is just the next evolution of you. And they heard I heard that they just said, we want you to be excited about it. And then my eyes locked in on my extra gum, and they're like it's about to be extra. Okay, we're going back into this deck. I used it yesterday and it felt really good to tap into just like more of the it's giving very just like symbolic energy. And I just want to know, we're going to do a quick like view of past, present, future. No. They're like, Izzy. Again with the like wanting to know. Okay, what can the person know right now in their present circumstance for themselves? It's 3. Oh, so basically the okay. These are very similar cards to what we got. And this is just so funny because I feel like when I do these readings, there's sort of like a collective story that's unfolding. And it's so cool to witness how it moves and changes. We have the 3. We have this 8. We have this 1. And then we have this 2. And I'm like, aren't these all the exact same ones that came out yesterday? They're like, yeah, go watch that reading. Yeah. Oh my God. They're just literally. Or are we repeating this message? Yeah. It's all the same. It's all the same. Okay. They said this is the foundation to continue the reading on, which is essentially a quick recap, I guess, of yesterday's reading. And if you feel that call to dive deeper into that because you're still in this like transmuting phase, go check that out. You're literally changing. Your DNA is changing. And that again with the dreams, like you are about to be like, I'm seeing lives that you've been living through the astral. Like now they're kind of going, I heard like dormant. so that those parts can come and be inhabited in this life, in this experience here now. Okay. And there's this piece about like, I heard soul constellations with this, and that's bringing me into your like natal chart, to be honest. If you feel that desire to sit with me, and have me dive into your soul blueprint, I would love the honor to really move into that space. I don't know how to describe the way I read natal charts at this point because it's just radically different than any other astrologer I've ever encountered. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. We're gonna take that. Um, oh, whoa. Okay. Now the story's unfolding. Okay, whoa. That too. Okay. Bring me a higher love. Shout out to my friend Callie for getting that song stuck in my head. Okay, so again with the constellations, I heard like constellations of your heart, constellations of like you're finding soul family. That is what's coming through as well. And it's by you actually stepping into your embodied energy, this one energy. This is giving magician energy. And this card is all about scale. You're calling in higher quality people, higher love, right? And love just for the sake of love. And now they're pulling me into the book series slash movie, A Wrinkle in Time, like understanding that love is the only frequency, right? It's love and or fear. And fear, oh ye of little faith, right? There's sort of this like deepening into trusting right now, and building your foundation of your own faith and belief and spirit here. There is this is I really love these images, and I like a part of me like I want to read the book, I don't want to read the book, but I'm just going to go off of like what I'm observing here. We have this 3 and then it went into this 4, which like the two of these together, it's like you're going through this expansion process and like understanding like what is at the core of you. That's what's been happening is like who are you at the core? Like who are you at the core? And then it's leading into this like reassemblance, right? Where I'm almost seeing like you're getting like, that sounds kind of weird, but like exploded open, and like there's pieces of you floating out, and it's like you're bringing yourself back together in new ways and new shapes, again with this upgrade kind of energy. And then we have this one, which this is all about like the freaking amoebas. Like look at I feel so crazy like talking about these things, where it's like I'm thinking of like the Big Bang. Like you are literally going through your own personal Big Bang inside of your personality. Like there is something that started this chain reaction because there, you can't not change. You cannot not change. Um, you cannot not change. Okay. Like this was inevitable. This was inevitable. This is just a matter of what was meant to be, right? Fate versus choice, right? You were always going to go through a metamorphosis of this magnitude. And there is this massive unraveling happening. And okay, now I want to look at these interpretations here. Okay, there's that one. Oh my gosh, I love it already. Because this 3 is about the magic of self expression. Shine your gifts on the world. Realize your idea. Look at the core. Mind blowing visionary. Why are you hiding your light from the world? Focus on the big thing you want to do. There has never been you before. You are here. This is like literally, I'm just like, you're finally getting to really see yourself for the first time. That's what I'm feeling. And it's like maybe other people have caught that glimpse of you and they're like, no, you're really amazing. You're like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're now understanding what the frick people have been talking about, that magic within you. And this 4 is all about about forming, stability, stabilizing, solidifying. This card is a card of concrete information. Things are already in motion. What are the facts, right? Foundations, the foundation is forming. The process can be long, but it's necessary for things to solidify before moving forward. And that's where it's like, that's why you have to be so present to this process of unfolding that is happening for you now. I heard be here now. And then I love this card because like I really feel like you're about to be in this entirely new experience. How magnificent you are alive. Like the intensity of realizing just how rare you are, that it is that you're alive in this mess of all of it. The primordial soup of the primordial soup, the beginning of it all, the power to prevail and the choice to live. When we see this card, we are reminded of the beginning and how far we've come. Again, like I really feel as though you are starting an entirely new experience, okay? And then wow, this card at the end here is reevaluate, rethink, restructure, reframe, questions, um change the question you are asking, maybe then you'll have a clear answer. Okay. Interesting. I feel like that's an indication of like, all right, I know what we're going to ask. Let's stick with this deck. Yeah. Okay. We're going to inquire your future self and advice that they have for you. Okay. What advice do you have for the collective as they begin to move through this process? We have 2 9s. Wow. I heard a key is going to be handed to you soon, like literally or figuratively. There's a lot of distractive energy. I keep getting interrupted. And again, I heard return back to center. So your higher self, we have 2 9s coming out, which 9s are all about completion and like that cusp of the ending. Ooh, oh my God. We have a portal. It is good to have an exit plan if things don't go, but don't run away too soon. You're nearing the end, see it through. Be sure you have the key before you walk out the door. You walk through halls. Everything ends up here at the end. Yeah, there's sort of a quick escape. Okay. I heard pull the lever, Kronk. Interesting. Now I'm hearing sweet escape. If I could escape and recreate a place that's my own world, and I could be your favorite girl forever. Okay, this makes sense with this card too. Large groups of people, the population, learn how to share space. Lots of opinions, fulfillment through living in a community, exist with others, defend your peace, the understanding that it can be both. You are one of many and one of one. Humble endings. City life. This for me is like your future self is encouraging you to understand. Okay, I'm going to roll to be clear on this. Okay, cool. We just got Uranus and Aries in the 9th house. Whatever you're moving into something that is going to be revolutionary and revolutionary to the collective and challenging to others. And this sort of like there's going to be moments where you desire to escape, and that like I heard like it's okay to have places of reprieve, but also like there's I heard like more eyes on you than ever. Your future self is saying like they're prepping you right now of like have again with the scaling card. Yeah, they're bringing me back to like scale, and like this card is about like restructuring because things are going to be moving for you when this integration process that you're moving through is complete. I heard like upgrade update complete, like Windows is finished upgrading kind of thing, like a pop-up. um on the other side of this, your future self is saying like creating a structure that can sustain the amount of influx of energy that is going to be in your field. It's not a bad thing, but it's like there your future self's like, I know you because I am you. And like there are when you get overwhelmed, you tend to isolate and want to escape. And there's this sort of like you can have those moments, but like there's not going to be like understanding your availability for things. Okay. And so understanding that, because a lot of people are going to want to be a part of you. And the clarity I asked for is like, you're again with Aries, Uranus, ninth house energy, who you are, Aries, who you are is naturally going to challenge people's beliefs because of whatever is happening here. When you walk into the room, you challenge people. You don't even have to say and do things. And so there's this sort of like holding your center because you just naturally are triggering to people. We're going to pull. I got to go grab that deck. Hold on. Yeah, I'm hearing like your escapism tendencies aren't going to work the way they used to. Again, like the fact that like you're being asked to be like radically present in this life now. So it's like you can't run away from what like you're allowed to have boundaries, and that's why boundaries are so important. And it's like have these in place before this all happens. Otherwise, it's going to be like a lot. And I don't want to create fear for you, and that's not what your higher self is trying to create. But it's like the more you bury things, the bigger it will be. And so it's like that's what this present moment is teaching you, is to be present with the process and releasing as things come up. Okay, last advice and just like support from your highest self. Okay, yeah. Well, all right, guys. So this is so fucking clear. Okay. I didn't expect all these cards to come out, but we have Heaven Sent, which is literally like a gift is coming your way, spirals of manifestation. Your manifestations are coming in, faith in the process. Like this sort of waiting period has been like, how deep do you trust yourself? Ultimately to like be in integrity and to call those things in and to let the ego go and to let the manifestations come in. And then with every journey starts with a single step. You will know when that step is meant to be taken, and then the word wants to be written. You are creating something, and I feel like you feel the thing that wants to be created, and it's been like this is just a slow step by step process. This is a slow, like, this is just how devoted are you to you? How you believe in yourself? Let's give you a reason to believe in yourself. Here's all these external circumstances that are going to challenge your belief in yourself. Are you going to continue to question yourself when people actually, like I'm hearing, like debate you? It's like there's nothing to debate because I'm just clear. Like this isn't a back and forth thing. Reminded of me of like when I had to set a boundary with a person, and I said clearly like this is just what is, and I'm not open for debating this. This is just what is. And you're allowed to do that. Especially in this process that you're moving through right now. You will get the key through this metamorphosis. And you will have those moments. Oh, I heard okay, again. Oh, okay, this makes sense because my eye locked in onto this key in this card where you're like in the like coming together, the reforming process. Because the song Sweet Escape came in, right? There is going to be somebody that you can rely on in this process. You're not meant to hold this alone. That is very, very clear. And that is something that you've been desiring to call in. And so it's like a person, like a friend, a loved one, a lover, a partner is going to be that sweet spot to rest in. That's going, instead of you going and isolating, your higher self, your future self is saying, please go actually lean into this connection. Go actually like be held in this connection, because you're bringing and birthing something big into this world, and no mother archetypally is meant to birth alone, right? It is this sort of like communal thing. So like let yourself be held. Yeah, because you for a good chunk of you, whatever you're creating, it is going to like it's going to shake things up in a beautiful way. It's needed to. Okay? That's it. Trust yourself. I'm going to leave this here. My readings are open. If you feel that deeper call, I would love to sit with you. I have one mentorship spot left open. Okay. I only take a few clients on at a time because of my capacity. And I like to deeply honor the people that feel called to work with me. I would love to read some of y'all's natal charts. That was coming up in this too. So if you feel that desire, everything is linked down below. Go watch my Cancer New Moon video. Okay. All right. Bye.